all I can tell you is I was blown away by what I saw as just a guest in the lounge, just a guest of being a part of the staff. I can't even imagine the thrills and the chills. It was almost more than I could take. But I got to tell you, I met Bob Scott and I spent some time talking with him. He's an excellent storyteller. I always enjoy a good story. And Bob Doyle, he was there to, if you're sitting around on a Saturday night and you don't know what to do, you might check out the Lounge Show.
C'est le Lounge Show avec Rob Scott et Bob Doyle, deux diffuseurs vétérans qui aiment s'entendre parler et qui réussissent d'une manière ou d'une autre à se supporter. Voyons si vous pouvez les supporter aussi bien. Voici Bob et Bob.
Okay. Oh no, my camera's gone again.
What did you do? Bob did something, and while I'm here.
I promise I'm here.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
we can hear you.
I just have to, fix the camera again, but I don't.
Yeah.
Talk to them, Rob.
I am talking. Well, they can hear you. But anyway, welcome to the Lounge Show, boys and girls. We weren't here last week because Bob went to a birthday party, I guess. But the thing is, this Lounge Show is a special Lounge Show. As you can see, first of all, I am sitting in a room that is much more attractive than my normal surroundings because Bob has done what Bob does. He clicks buttons and opens up pieces of software, and I am sitting here
by the window.
Yeah, it is by the window. It's a gorgeous view, which for those of you loungeites who have been around and follow, I hear birds chirping every time we do the lounge. But Bob is in Las Vegas.
As are you right now.
And I am. I can see that you've got my name. So it's interesting to do the lounge here, but anyway, it looks to you there he is, like we're in two different
Ladies
places.
And gentlemen.
But yeah, there it is.
Wow, that's a lot of excitement.
A week
now you'll
applause.
notice behind, if you look to my left, you might see Rob.
Can I
his
come
arm?
into this? Can I come into the shot?
That's right.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's how close.
That gives you a little bit of an insight into the configuration,
right?
Of what the litmus configuration of what's happening here. Okay, so like he said, and I'm so sorry, but this whole this whole day has really been about just this moment.
Yeah, this moment.
It's 9 o'clock.
This moment now it's officially the lounge is open.
That's right, and I am Bob Doyle,
and I'm Rob Scott, and I don't have what I normally do when I'm at home. I have the tote board up. I can see who's chiming in, who's
that's right,
who's consuming. So that's up to you.
Well, but it should still show on the little screen you've got. It is. It's right under me.
Oh yeah, the chat is ready. Okay, yeah. And then also I have to address the fact that I look like I was test driving my place in hell later in life. So there's a whole right side of my face here, which endured quite a bit of sunburn. But hey, the show must go on.
We got pictures, right?
Yeah, we got pictures. So as for those in the inside skinny, my son lives in Salt Lake City. So when I come when I do, I go see Stephen first, my son, in Salt Lake, and we went to a baseball game last Wednesday. And I was silly enough not to have a hat or sunscreen. Yet that was where we were sitting. Behind home plate, the Utah City Bees, and they're up to bat in this particular photo. Mountains in the background, Bob. Just gorgeous.
Yes.
And the sun was coming from the right-hand side of it. This is how we were sitting, looking at the ball game. The Bees won, by the way. They beat the team from Nevada. I don't think.
Oh, that's.
Or maybe
it
was New Mexico. Anyway, point is, we had a good. The next picture, next slide, please. There you go. And there's Stephen and I in our Bees regalia.
So is he's sporting a mustache?
He's working a stash, yeah. And that's and then he'll say to me, "Dad, you should grow yours back." And I'm kind of done with the facial hair thing. But yeah, he's sporting a mustache there, and he's in a lot better shape than his dad is, that's for sure. And so that was our Wednesday afternoon. But I didn't think A, to put on sunscreen, and B, I was going to buy a hat when I was there, so I didn't bring one. Ended up buying that sweatshirt because I don't know if you like it, Bob, but I think that's a good looking sweatshirt. And so yeah,
I don't know if it's worth the sunburn though.
Well, can't take it back now. I think you use sweatshirts, at least I do, more than hats. I don't wear a lot of hats to a lot of places. So yeah, but I endured the burn, and it's finally starting to feel better. Although, for those of you who have not resided out here in the desert, the lack of humidity and sunburn together, a lot of water. Been hydrating something fierce. But anyway, here we are, Bob
That's
and Rob Lounge.
So Rob has been here a couple of days, and we're already ready for him to leave.
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
It was just immediately we knew this was a huge mistake, and we do every time, and we swear.
I was
going to
say you bring it. You say that every
I
time.
know. Well, Tracy,
That was close. Lat bat, boys and girls. For
close.
those
That wasn't going anywhere.
What?
Were you? What do you? Close to what?
I thought I almost spit taked there. That's what I was saying.
Okay, that would have been fun. Okay, so
yeah.
So this is today is very exciting for me because if you have followed the show, you know that Rob and I are both ex-drinkers of alcoholic beverages.
We are.
Me for 7+ years and him for
I just crossed over 4.
Man, oh man! I remember when it was brand new.
Yeah, I just eclipsed 4 years this month.
But I still Tracy found a great alcohol-free wine, which we have several bottles of down there, which tastes, because it's been so many years since I've had a real bottle of wine, it's close enough, you know what I mean?
Sure.
It's this gives me the wine experience, but I have not been able to find, although I know that they are out there and people kept telling me and sending me pictures of them in grocery stores, but just not here, any kind of a non-alcoholic beer that was an IPA, because that's the only kind of beer I really like. And I know they have Heineken and all those, and no way.
All right.
No way.
Okay.
But today we found, we went to the store to get water and coffee.
Yeah.
And I said, let's just go look.
We were looking for a Sam Adams that I recommended.
Right, because I'd heard from now 2 people in the same week that Sam Adams had one.
It has a pretty nice non-alcoholic beer.
I should look to see if we're actually broadcasting.
Are we even on?
Yeah, that we should totally
Okay,
look.
sorry that we got here late too, boys and girls. Bob had a couple.
It says we're live. Here
had
we
some
are. That's
problem.
us. Do we have audio?
Okay.
Yes, we have
All
audio.
right. See?
1 share, 8 plays. I can't remember what it says, but it is on my timeline twice, which I was afraid of.
I look really sick. I look like sick, like
Yeah,
unhealthy.
He's got the measles.
with the sunburn.
Yeah.
But whatever.
So we should have a disclaimer. I should have made a piece of text that Rob
Rob's-
has sunburn.
It's bad.
I can do it. We don't have our scroll,
And you know how that is, boys and girls. You get the sunburn thing, and then
do you want me
feel-
to say? Do you want me to put a sign?
No, I don't need that. They can see it on their own. They can see that I'm sickly. I look like the father of Robert the Bruce in Braveheart. He was rotting away from leprosy, and his
It's not that.
No, but it's just
It looked worse before we changed out that light. Oh my God.
Yes, and also if you would have seen me Wednesday or Thursday, it's getting a little better. And we've all been there. You go, why? It could have so easily been avoided. So the lesson is sunscreen, boys and girls, sunscreen. So
Yeah,
anyway.
don't be a Mr. Bungles.
Right, don't be a Mr. Bungles. And then you would enjoy the new NA beer like Bob is about to.
Okay, so
much more, yeah.
It is from.
Who makes this?
Just about to say
Oh.
the Athletic Brewing Company.
Okay.
I have not heard of them.
Yeah.
I know nothing about this. All I know is it says it's a hazy IPA.
All right.
And that's the vibe, that I want. So
Yeah.
it's only 70 calories, 16 carbs, etc.
All right.
So the temptation, of course, was to immediately try it when we got home. But no, I thought, let's do it on the show. Now, do you want one, or are you good? Because you had coffee or tea or whatever.
I'm fine.
Okay, so he does.
I'm fine right now. Yes, I'm drinking tea. I'm sorry, I was trying to find the little button so I could look at the
that's
show.
what happens to me too. I get lost like
Yeah,
that. I get all called out. No.
Well, also I'm playing in a new playground. This is your game here.
This is a label that you can actually feel. It's like on there.
It's
you know what I mean?
tactile.
Yeah. San Diego, California.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So,
and the
I
name
got
of it again
proper
is?
beer glass. Athletic Brewing Company Free Wave, non-alcoholic hazy IPA, contains less than whatever.
All right. Yeah, Bob's right. Before the light came in, I really looked sickly. There's a sound we've had in lounges of yore. Bob's checking out the bouquet. I can see.
Mm-hmm. Well, it definitely doesn't smell like Heineken and stuff.
No,
It smells
no.
more like an IPA.
Which is more of a flavor than a Pilsner. Pilsner is just beer. Which is interesting because Pilsners sell really well.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like. Well, I don't like.
Like Budweiser, Miller, those are all Pilsners, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and I hate them all. And anything made from rice.
Oh, well, I liked that. A Sapporo is out of Japan. I thought that was a
No.
good beer.
And Budweiser was very ricey.
Yes, that was ricey.
All right, so I didn't really take my time on
Been a
this,
while
so
since
I
you
got this.
poured a beer. Now when you see me look in this direction, that's because
Well,
Bob
I was too busy because I was also checking out the framing and whatever.
and Bob's right over there.
But still,
It doesn't look like it.
I also
though.
noticed, though, we also noticed that they had non-alcohol Blue Moon,
Yes.
which I really, I loved it for a while, and then you just get tired of that. It was a little bit too much, but now it's like, hey, I think I could come around to a non-alcoholic Blue
Moon, and then
Is it
get
by-
some
out by the pool.
You get some NA oranges.
Right.
To go
Those
with.
are harder to find.
They are hard to find.
Okay.
Take that, Whole Foods.
I just don't, I guess I'll just get the beer mustache, but
Well, yeah, you poured it, and so now I'm curious. Now this is the first. He kept him in the fridge all day.
wow. That is surreal. Oh my God.
there
Here,
it
sip
is.
it.
Oh, okay, I will.
Yeah, you got to try it.
See how quickly? This is how close we are.
That's crazy. My brain is going, now, whoa, wait a second, because there's no, that tastes like beer to me.
It does taste like beer.
That tastes like beer.
Yeah, are you driving later? You better not be driving later. And I had one of those similar, not this brand, but an IPA when I visited in Salt Lake, and I was telling Bob too. It felt like a beer. It was great. I had a beer when you would have a beer, and it tastes good. No, I see. I keep looking over there. Bob looks very pleased, as you can see.
Seriously, 7 years.
Yeah,
7 years I've been hoping
to find.
so that because we're we're cooking out tonight, right?
Yeah,
And in all cookouts, it's beer. It was always beer, a cold beer.
Right.
And so I've been without that for 7 years, and now
that's like me at the ballpark. A beer and a dog, and they don't have, at least the ballparks I go, they don't have too much of a selection of NA beers. But there, Bob is happy.
come on, focus.
Yeah, well, it also is doing
yeah,
the
there we go.
chroma key thing a little bit there.
Yeah, it's because it's not a proper green.
It's running home to mama.
Oh my God.
Well, congratulations, buddy. You know that, like, if you have company over and you want to have a beer or two with them, you can, which is just great. And you can still wake up.
I'm telling you, there is nothing missing from the experience, taste-wise. The way it feels in your mouth, the way it feels on the back of your tongue, it's like a proper beer. I'll bet you
Yeah.
I'll get a psychological buzz.
Now, I've never had one of those.
I've definitely had those.
Okay, I have not.
There's certain intoxicants that I can imagine and then feel.
Yeah, when I drink NA and I like it, like this one, this tastes good. But I know I'm not drinking beer. I just know.
Yeah.
Man, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
I like where I'm sitting right now.
It's got the bouquet,
the bouquet.
and the aftertaste and everything.
It's
It
got
just-
a good nose, as they say, don't they say?
Again, 7 years out of the game, sure, it's
You
awesome.
used to drink a lot of wine. Weren't you into wine? Big time into it, like you knew the vintages and all that stuff.
No,
Oh, okay. I thought you did.
no, but I did. You'd think I was an
The amount of
expert
wine that you drank.
that I tested.
One
Yeah,
would hope that
yeah.
you had.
No, I should be an expert, but no, I just
Yeah,
got
you
I
did.
just got a lot of corks.
And then the other, you did, and I had bottle caps. But I remember this too about Bob's drinking. He's one of the few people I know or knew who could drink mix beer and wine, and it didn't affect him like it does most of us. It would make most of us really ill. So there you go.
Well, but
Bob.
that's always the public, right? It doesn't affect you publicly, but
Oh,
it still was
fair.
not a good part of life, right? So
Fair. Well, okay, so those were two things we wanted to do. I wanted to do. I wanted to show the two pictures from my trip, and also just go on the record for all of you loungeroos, that Bob and Tracy Latbat took me to this wonderful. What's the name of that place today? The Bagel.
we'll just keep plugging away.
The
That
Bagel
was-
Barn. Or
No,
what-
the Betty's Bagel Barn. Big Betty's Bagel
Big
Barn.
Betty's Bagel Barn, boys.
No, it was Baguette Cafe.
Well, I had a Quiche Lorraine series. Wow. And as I told Bob and Latbat, normally I'm snobby about restaurants because I'll go and I say it cost me whatever, and I could have made that better at home for way less money. And that was not the case today. I thought they really brought out some good food. I was very impressed. I would like to see that in Atlanta, but apparently it's a standalone. It's a mom and pop.
And the other thing is that it's very, they're very proud of their place and all of that. Like
Sure.
you walk in and they're like, they make you really feel good.
Yeah.
About being okay. So just like beer.
Yeah. Oh, it's repeating on you a little, huh?
Yeah. Oh.
That was the other thing too. I had this chai tea beverage too that went with my quiche Lorraine, and that was good. These people knew what they were doing.
Right.
I was very
Yeah,
impressed. The
toasted
Bagel
almond.
Barn. If you get a chance,
Big Betty's Bagel Barn. Look it up.
look it up.
It's in Henderville.
Henderville.
Henderville, Nevada.
Yeah. Henderville.
Devota.
Well, no, it wasn't.
North Devota.
Well, yes, it's cold, but
North
it's worth it.
Nevada.
No. What's it called?
Town.
The Baguette
Cafe.
Cafe. Okay, the Baguette. Well, if you're in Henderson, if you're in Henderson, go to the Baguette Cafe. You will not be disappointed. However, truth be told, it's not $4 a head either. You'll spend $1 or $2, but it's worth it, and that doesn't bother me when I go to a restaurant.
Yeah, but it's not the most expensive breakfast you can buy.
No, it's not the most, but I mean, it's not Waffle House.
No.
You know, there's but
If I went in there and said, I want this scattered, smothered, and covered.
they wouldn't know what you're talking.
No, they would. Of course they would.
Do you think they even serve? I don't think they even serve hash browns.
No. But they'd know what I was talking about.
Right. But, in fact, I don't know if I ever told you that story. My sister Pamela, not knowing Waffle House etiquette, went there not too long ago, and they said, how do you want your eggs? And she said, poached. And they didn't even know what that really meant. And,
Nobody in the restaurant knew
well,
what
even
poached
if they did, they didn't have a pot to poach them in. They have a griddle.
was. You don't have a...
pot or a window to throw them out of.
It is weird. He's right here.
Yeah, like
And,
right.
and you know, you want to just go, hey.
Yeah.
But no. And the other thing is that so much of this in my day was so that we could play music
Right.
and play with Band in a Box, which we talked about in the show, and I just don't. That's not happening.
Well,
it was just too. But in the pursuit to make it happen, right? We made a lot of leeway, and I've learned a lot of things, and I will eventually be able to do what I want to do. But
and just full disclosure, because you wouldn't know, because I don't know. When we do this show, I sit down in my office in Atlanta and I turn a light on for the camera, and that's it. Bob does, but when you're here and you see how much this guy does behind the scenes to bring you this award-winning show every
phone
week,
call with an intro and outro.
that's what it is. A phone
Although
call.
it's not this week, it's not even a phone call. You're just looking at us
Yeah.
talk to each other while not facing
looking
each other.
at each
This
other.
is the goofiest.
Yeah.
It just boggles the mind, and every now and then I'll say something, and then you see, we all just see the truth of it, like Tracy and I and Amber. You know, that we just acknowledge the truth of this thing that we call the show.
Right.
For
But just not a show.
for 3 years that nobody, we got our handful. But even today, even when it was it's a special, it's a spectacular.
It is.
Rob is live here.
Right. It's same place, same time, same everything. Right. And no one cares. It's a phone call.
Tracy did ask. She goes, "You don't need me for anything," and we said no. But it's like, well, wait a minute.
Yeah,
She's got to come in and say something.
She
at some
was
point.
part of the last time we were first person.
She did the thing live.
Yeah, she did. But that was different. We were in a whole
I'm turning
new...
to look at you when I'm passionate. Yeah, it was live.
Right. But I do like the fact, and kudos to Bob, how he picked this room to be his electronic workspace, because the view from the window is awesome. And that's when I hear the birds chirp every week, because it's 9 p.m. and at 9 p.m. in Atlanta, the birds are sleeping. They're off for the evening. They've
But as you can hear him,
yeah, you can.
he
hear
would
them.
always say, "Is that a recording?"
Right. I always think it's like a golf broadcast.
A lot of my YouTube videos have the birds in the background.
They're wonderful. This is a wonderful neighborhood. Bob lives like
There
a
she
king.
is,
There's who?
Tracy.
Did she
on the
chime
comments.
in?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that. I can see the hearts and so forth, although not to the degree. Again, it's always different when you cook in someone else's kitchen. I am not in my normal surroundings. I don't have my monitors set the way, but I did manage to make some tea, which I do. Not that anyone gives a rip, but that's what I do before the show.
Everyone does. It's part of the trivia.
It is part of the trivia.
Well, we have to boy, I'd almost forgotten that we went down that whole road about making the game a reality with the help of our friend AI.
Oh, yes. And by the way, since Bob went through all this too, which I didn't know was anything, I just thought it was you click a browser, like you open up the internet and there it is. But we can bring in the Lake Geneva, used to be Bob did all what he goes through now. I'm realizing, my
Forgot
God,
about
I
that.
like my world better. I take a shot. There it is.
I have to hold on. I have to hit interact again, and
Okay, so as you can see though, there's a band playing there this evening.
how come it's not giving me the interact?
I don't know
Option.
what that means. But
Well, I can't click it. We're using a different broadcast software today because we were going to do the music. We did
Yeah.
all that. Well, there were other reasons too.
it's whatever it is. It is what it is. The point is, Bob it took a while just to get this shot for you, and it is.
I'm on the. Here we go.
It's a neat shot though, because there's a band there. They're doing some live stuff. Oh,
There we go.
Look at you. You did it, I think.
Yeah, they're moving around now.
There we go. We got water moving, and as you can see, the still flag on the flagpole is very calm. And what time would that be there? 8 o'clock, 8:30 at night.
And they're just still setting up. So there's a drummer, and they're
Yeah, and they got the
wandering around
lights
the
on that
mics.
little stage of theirs, and apparently someone spent some money. And as Bob, you know this. I don't know. Were you ever on the lake when we were? Yes, you've been there for fireworks, right? You've seen fireworks on that lake.
Honestly, I don't know if I have. I've seen plenty when in California out on the
Well,
water.
then the
but I don't
point
know.
is, this is a big. We're coming into the season. In fact, this is the official.
I see a
opening.
shark out there. Look, there's a
Yeah.
shark.
Yeah,
Right there,
right
the
there.
corner of the picture.
Right.
See, I'm pointing at it right there with the corner.
By the way, so this is the official opening of summer at Lake Geneva. So for the next few lounges, we'll check into real summer activity. A lot of people will be on the water, and then 3 or 4 or 5 months from now, it'll be that same pristine, quiet lake. But right now, they're going to make their money, including that band that's about to perform.
I always enjoy. Rob, I always enjoy this time of year.
Yeah.
Checking in on Lake Geneva.
Oh, the
seeing
lights
the-
just came on. Look at that. The lights just came on the
Oh,
stage.
look at that! Boy, I wish they had a microphone, even if it was a crappy one. You
Yeah.
know, something we could tune into.
To listen to. And then obviously they're not playing toward the lake, so the folks are there. For those of you who can't see that, which is everyone, there's a big lawn there. So there's probably folks sitting on the lawn drinking overpriced beverages and enjoying the show there at the Lake Geneva Yacht Club.
So it looks like they're actually playing right now.
Yeah, I guess.
It looks like it started.
It does look, because the front four are all in position. Yeah, I think they are. Actually.
Drummer's on. He keeps going.
Yeah, he's moving, and they have
And I
that.
saw a little bit of this from one of the singers. How cool!
Well, they're anyway. So the piers are in, and the season is open in Lake Geneva, and we will keep you abreast of that situation as the future lounge show activity includes these check-ins, these live check-ins in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. So.
Sorry, I wanted to zoom in on them.
Oh, see, Bob is playing. Bob is playing with the monkeying with the wires.
I know.
Yeah, they are playing though, and as you can see, they even have that. What is that? That like sound barrier in front of the drum kit. Like there's like a little clear wall that they've set up
Yep.
so that look what you did there.
I really want to zoom
It's very
in on
difficult for
this.
me to. Yes, and there's little kids running down the pier. That's typical. I can't tell you how many times as a little kid I ran down the pier.
But the lights are changing color.
Yeah.
It's a real show.
It is, and and this is good. It's Memorial Day. You were done with school. We would go up to the lake. The water was bitter cold, but at this time of year. But we would steal keys from the Abbey, and that's what you used to show you were a guest. So we would follow people. We were like 12 years old. We'd follow people to their room. They'd set their luggage down. They put the key in the door. They sling the door open. They walk in with their luggage, and we'd just snatch the key right out of the door.
That's great.
And then we would use that key for the first month of the summer.
Oh no,
What'd you do? You broke the internet.
I did.
We would use
I
that
shot
key.
the invisible sword.
So we would use that key then to prove that we were guests, and we would swim in the indoor pool for the first portion of the summer until the lake warmed up a little.
That sounds like a real Tracy move.
Yeah, see, kind of a.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, look at that,
So
Carol.
we missed a couple of comments because we were looking at the lake.
Yeah, we were, and I again, I'm working in the comfy confines of Bob's abode here today.
So Tracy, did you hear? Were you listening when I gave the review of this non-alcoholic IPA?
Now, would she answer that? How does that work?
Just in the comments if
Okay.
she's available. She may not be available.
I have a sneeze coming on here.
Hi, Mommy. So she's listening. That means she's, oh,
I
no.
said I don't have
You
a
did.
cough button. I don't have a sneeze.
Oh, you're
button.
right.
I'm not used to the
Yeah,
button.
everything's all wiggity whack. No boo, sorry.
Oh well, he liked it. There, I ruined it for you.
It's
Can't
It's
see
invisible.
It. Yeah,
it's amazing. It's exactly
that's what
I
he
was
wanted.
hoping
He
for.
was happy.
It couldn't taste better, and it has all the experience of it. It's so good.
He even
so
burped.
thrilled. I'm still burping.
Yeah, there you go. So if you tuned
Rob,
in,
Carol just said hi to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Carol. Is that me? That's not me. That's to her offspring. Look at Bob. Such a Beavis and Bob head. Yeah. So we were going to do all these things with keyboards and all kinds of. But I'm happy that Bob, again, now that I see this from behind the scenes aspect, he went through a lot of hell today to get the lounge open. So I give my partner, who's literally arm's length away from me right now.
Thank you. I did. There was a breakthrough discovery, although it's not 100% because we still have that lag. One of the main forget it.
Yeah.
Try and explain ASIO drivers to people.
Well, they don't.
That's just heartache. Heartache.
They've got bigger fish to fry. is
Yeah,
how that
like-
works. Yeah. I caught a fish. You ever see the movie Dave with Kevin Kline? That's a cute
Of
one.
course I did.
I caught a fish this big.
And it really wasn't that far apart from Moon over Parador. I mean,
No.
they were pretty closely
I forgot about
released.
Moon Over Parador. Wasn't Richard Dreyfuss in that?
It was, and I saw that one many times, more than Dave. But I saw them both a handful of times.
Okay. Well, Moon Over, but Dave is fun, and Sigourney Weaver's good in that. I
Yeah.
thought it's a cute little story.
But it is the same story.
Yeah, it is. It's the same story, and so is The West Wing the same as American President.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, the American President has Michael Douglas as the president and Martin Sheen as his chief of staff, and then Martin Sheen got a promotion for West Wing. He became the president. So, and Aaron Sorkin wrote them both.
Is that a fact?
That is
Well,
a
I
fact.
knew he did West Wing, but
Yeah, and I love one of my fave shows. Anyway, the point is, Bob has set up a beautiful thing here for us, so give him credit. And if any of you remember that I gave him kudos on this
guys,
show,
no, you don't need.
if you remember that I gave him kudos on this show, then next time we ask, we'll put your name in the hopper.
The Hopper.
Yeah,
We're getting real close to having that Hopper.
yeah. The hopper.
It is one accidental button push away.
Well, and what happened on that too is we convinced the gang in accounting to give us a little more tactical dollars for the show, and so a hopper has been purchased. We managed to scrounge up the money. So even though we said we've been putting names in a hopper, it's really been a shoebox. But we're going to put them in the hopper now because we actually have a hopper on its way.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Oh, the whole kit with all the balls.
Right.
And a lot of balls.
Right of all.
The balls on that kit.
Anyway,
Hey.
and now also, if you're familiar with the lounge, you know that normally Bob will pick some select beautiful time to hit Jim Gaffigan, and that is the last thing they say. But we don't have that this week.
That's right.
So we're going out this week with the new lounge jingle.
Which goes a little something like this.
Here's a little song about a show called The Lounge. It's really kind of kitschy if you're willing to scrounge through piles and piles